Hey, good morning, my friends. Frederick here, and oh man, what a week. I hope things are going good where you are. Remember, there's not a whole lot to this YouTube channel other than this is one guy who's trying to become a better version of himself, and hopefully by making better decisions in my life and chasing my dreams and making the world a little bit better for other people, I can provide some inspiration for others. I do what I can with what I got right here where I'm at, and I work a couple nights a week as a baker. I have leftovers usually when I bake, and I like to take those out to the homeless or donate them to different charities around town. I'm also pursuing my dream, which was to be an actor, to be a performer, to be a storyteller. That's part of what I like about YouTube. You never know who's going to watch videos on YouTube, right? But it helps me to process what's going on in life. It helps me to be able to think about what's happening to me and, to be able to put words to it sometimes. And, becoming a performer is kind of tricky. You start to think that all of life is a stage, right? But here's the thing. You know yourself when you look into the mirror if you're pretending. And there's no worse place to be a pretender than in your life. I mean, if you're not doing the things that you love, if you're passionate about music and, you're not allowing that to be a part of your everyday, something's missing, If you love, to sing and dance or act or paint or draw or whatever, and if all you do is go to work 9 to 5 in a cubicle, you're finding no joy, you're working for the weekend, working for a paycheck, then I'd say change something. I'm in the middle of a play, a rehearsal. Can you see that up there? The Rock of Ages. It's a good play. Wait till you guys see it. Be able to make a little video. We do a lot of rehearsing. I don't have a lot to do in the play, but I get to play a little role, and in the meantime I watch the process from the beginning to the end of how a professional theater production comes about, and it's pretty cool, let me tell you. Great musicians, great actors, great singers, great dancers, great directors. Cast and crew is fantastic. I got to go do some shopping for some costumes yesterday. That was really neat. And we have our first photo shoot this Sunday. That'll be pretty cool. But what else can I tell you here? Friday, April 7th. Easter's around the corner. This is the time we think about Jesus. And we think about, here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail, yippee-yi, yippee-yi-kay. I don't know how it goes. I remember my Mama Bear, when she was alive, always used to do these Easter baskets. And I'm playing around with this idea, to spend a few dollars. I like the number 7. It's like the fulfillment number. It's the number of completion. It's a good solid number. And I was talking to my missus about making 7 Easter baskets, with some goodies, some real basic things, hand lotion, mouthwash, socks, a little gift card to the coffee shop, a little lunch bag, some snacks and some goodies, and to make these little Easter baskets up and take them to some of my homeless friends down on Skid Row. I call it Skid Row, but there's a number of different places in town where I live. There's only a few where you can always go and there'll be homeless people out there. Some of them are under the influence. They're stoned. They're drunk. I try to stay with those who are sober and a little older. I think they're a lot more vulnerable. So yeah, Easter's coming. That's fantastic. The Rock of Ages is coming. That's fantastic. I plan on hitting the gym today. That's fantastic. Let you know next Thursday because I do my report on my body transformation. So a little juicing, a little gym activity. And I have an audition on Saturday for a movie that I think Nicolas Cage is producing called Distortion. I have to send in a self-taped audition. We'll see how that goes. That's about all I can update you with right now. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to throw up a video here coming up next. I went for a walk last weekend or the weekend before, I'm not sure. And it was good to spend some time out in the country. It was beautiful. And what I'm doing is kind of cleaning up some videos I have on YouTube. And my plan is to, start allowing some of these ideas I have on the board up over there to take shape so I can make some of these movies. And if you have ideas about videos, send them in. In the meantime, this is my life story on YouTube. For those who are interested in following along, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Those are the main ones. There's Pinterest and Tumblr and stuff like that as well. But most people are on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. And I'm RUAH, R-U-A-H, is Breathing Life. RUAH is Breath of Life. Remember that, where is that? RUAH is the breath of life. RUAH is the breath of life. Alright, my friends, that's it. Check out the video. Don't want this to be a long one. So tomorrow's Saturday, storytelling Saturday. So we'll see you then. And Sunday we do a little book review. Alright, take care. God love you. Hey, good to see you. Been a while since we talked. I've been trying to figure out how to rearrange the YouTube channels to kind of optimize them and make sure that I'm getting connected with everybody. But it's Frederick here. Good to see you. Here I am out here in God's country. Isn't this beautiful? Look at this. Look at it. Wow. Honestly, man, it doesn't get much better than this. It really is something special out here. It's hard not to believe in a creator, in a higher power. I believe in the big guy upstairs. I think God has a plan for your life. He has a plan for my life. I believe things happen for a reason. There's a reason I'm still standing here today. Because the enemy, evil, destruction, chaos, filth, greed, all that stuff tried to take me out. But I'm still here. I'm still ticking. It's been quite a week for me. I've been working graveyards as a baker and learning how to work in the restaurant industry in this country is difficult. We're so rich we don't even know it. There's people out here who get so accustomed to the way we live. We waste a lot. It's really been on my heart lately how much I waste and how I want to be different in that area. But anyways, yeah, I'm working, got a job there. Things are going good. I continue to become a performer, to become an actor. I am on this journey of becoming a Hollywood actor one day. So I'm getting involved in theater, went to some auditions. I got a call back to do a play, and I'll let you know how that goes. I did another episode for a local Shaw TV, for a local soap opera comedy. And basically, I'm trying to reconnect with old friends and family, and in this world, you're going to make mistakes. Don't ever let those mistakes keep you down. You're never responsible for another person's reaction, especially when you're out there trying to make a difference. If you want to live a life that's, inspiring to others, that's giving joy, spreading hope, love, then you can only put yourself out there, extend a helping hand. But not everybody wants to receive help, if that's the word. I've hurt a lot of people in my past, and I've done what I can with the best of my ability and my whatever smarts that I have and the heart that I have, to ask for forgiveness, to apologize, to say that I'm sorry, and once you kind of put yourself out there, you got to let it go, because people have to come to their own conclusions and their own decisions. That's why you can never force anybody to believe in something, or to, you wonder why can't you just get it? Because everybody's on their own journey. And while the journey might be sometimes introspective. You know, it's sometimes just you and the big guy upstairs got to figure things out. But you're not supposed to live this life alone. You know, some people talk about life, it's not a journey. But I believe it is. I believe you come into this world and you have all these undeniably great hopes and plans for the future. I believe that there's gifts and skills and talents that have been put in you that this world needs, you know, and whatever it's going to take to draw that out. I think it happens through people. It happens through art, music, sports, programs, people, the big guy upstairs. There's so many things that are working together for you to become the best you that you can be. And so my encouragement is don't ever quit, man. Don't ever give up fighting the good fight. You know, be a person who makes a difference in this world. I talk a lot about people helping people because I'm a person that kind of came back from the dead. I had people breathe life into me, you know, and didn't give up hope that I could change, that there would be this transformation, that there'd be a redemption, you know, and now that I've had this life breathed back into me, I'm just doing what I can, baby steps, to help breathe life back into the world. And I'm really excited and happy for those of you that have joined me on this little journey. You know, what do I know about making YouTube videos? Man, I know there's a lot of science and technology and strategies and algorithms, but you know what? I just have a heart to love people, to love life, you know, and to stop with the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and to stop being afraid. You know, I'm now becoming a risk taker. I'm a dream chaser. You know, I want to be an actor one day. I want to be a performer on movies, on stage. And the thing is, there are so many reasons why that is just silly for me to do. So I'm just continuing to seek out opportunities to be on stage, to be in front of a camera. And I believe that one day I'll be in Hollywood making movies. But that's not the end of my journey. That's just the start, man. Like, I believe that financial freedom is something that empowers you to do things that you've always wanted to do. Like, what would you do if money wasn't an option? If money wasn't a hindrance? Man, I'd be traveling the world, volunteering in organizations across this world that are making life better for others. I'd like to work with lepers in India, you know, the hungry in Africa. Man, I'd like to go help farmers in Australia, you know, and go to Europe and work with Muslims there. You know, whatever I can do to be a life giver, to breathe life into the world, I want to do that. But it takes money. And I believe that you got to start somewhere. So I've started right where I'm at with the things that I've got. Right in my backyard, man. With the little that I have now, I'm trying to breathe life into homeless people that I know. Usually I just hang around the senior homeless people. I have one friend named John who lives in his van. I try to connect with him, take him out for coffee and meals. I try to do some baking and hand food out downtown for the homeless. You know, and I keep a change jar. I give out a few bucks here and there, and, you know, juices and stuff, and socks and jackets, sleeping bags. I do what I can with what I got. But you can too, wherever you live. You know, these things, they make a difference. They might be small, but man, you remember that story about the little girl that was walking along the beach and she's picking up these starfish? She was throwing them in the ocean, and you know, the parent that was there said, "Look, come on, why are you doing that? There's too many. You can't throw all these starfish back in the ocean. But if I just throw this one will live." And she throws it in. She picks up another one. "If I throw this one back in, this one will live." And this little girl may have thrown a dozen starfish back in the ocean that day. That's 12 starfish that had life given back to them. And I think the picture there is, you don't have to change the world and be Bill Gates and have billions of dollars to help with clean water and help AIDS and help illiteracy. And no, man, you can start with your neighbor in the backyard. You know, can you cut her grass? Pick up the dog poop? Can you drive somebody to soccer practice? Can you make a roast and take it to a person who's struggling? You know, can you help pay a bill? Sometimes it's the smallest things that leave the biggest impact on a person's life. I find with the homeless people, they just want someone to look them in the eye, to say that they exist, to acknowledge them. You know, we have our dignity stripped away when life kicks us in the ass. You know, and it's too bad that society kind of even kicks us when we're already down and broken. So I'm just trying to be a person that lives life to the fullest, becoming the best Frederick that I could be, and bring a little hope to people's lives. And use the gifts and talents that I believe the big guy upstairs has put in me. And I want you to do that too. So it's been a good week, a lot of ups and downs. Hasn't been easy. You know, there's been some days where it was a 3. There's been some days where it's been a 7. And yet I just keep on going, man. Keep going with the flow. Because I believe everything's happening for a reason. Sometimes I'm getting educated. It's like I'm a statue, and like God is taking sandpaper and just sanding out all those sharp edges, just molding. I'm becoming the Michelangelo, you know. And I'll keep you updated. My YouTube channel is RUAH, is the breath of life. That's RUAH. Some of you already subscribe there. That's good. And I put videos up there every day. And now I want to start putting videos on this channel, Frederick Munawych, every day as well. So you can count on this. If you're connected to this channel or the RUAH is Breath of Life channel, you will get a new video every day. I don't even know what it is, but I'll try and make sure that they're coming out. You know, so on Mondays you expect a video that updates you on my homeless, my heart for the homeless, the journeys I have there, the stories that come out of my acting career as I seek to become a Hollywood artist one day. Those could come out, let's say, Tuesdays. I like to read books. Those could come out Sundays. I like to do crazy things. They could be Friday. You never know. So it's been good connecting with you. In the meantime, let's have a look again at this beautiful country. And I'll see you tomorrow morning if you're here. All right, take care. God love you. Remember, my name's Frederick, and the channel I have is called RUAH, is the breath of life. Breathing life into the world, one moment at a time, one story at a time, one video at a time, one person at a time. All right, I love you. Take care. We'll see you soon.